Good morning, all. Welcome you to the outreach activity of IDEX Defense Innovation Organization, DISC 9, Defense India Startup Challenge 9 version. Today we have with us the two keynote speakers. One, Kriti Taneja from IDEX, New Delhi. She is joined virtually, and we have Rashmi Mahajani, who is the Vice President for Incubation from Sai IIT Bombay. She has joined here from the MIT Carso. So this event is specially organized. The event is specially organized to make you aware of the Defense India Startup Challenge, the different kind of problem statements which were circulated by the ministry related to the various organizations and DPSUs of the defense. So before proceeding further, I request participants who are virtually present over here to introduce themselves. So starting with Kun sir.
Hello.
Kun sir. Yeah. Please
Yeah.
go ahead.
Very good morning to all. And I'm happy to be the part of this particular dialogue today. Myself, Yasar Pund, I am working with as a head for innovation and IPR for India's Technologies Limited. And almost I'm having 20 years of experience in the field of innovation and IPR. And my past experience, 5 years, I was with the Government of India, particularly the Department of Science and Technology. Followed by 13 years, I work with the automotive business of Mahindra and Mahindra as a lead for innovation and IPR. And now today I'm working here with India's Technologies Limited. So thank you very much. And I hope that all this today's deliberation lead to the kind of a very fruitful output in the interest of the society as well as in the interest of all the participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Suhasji.
Yes. Namaste. I am Suhas Gazre. I am Professor and Dean of Incubation and all in charge of all innovation related activities at Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Institute of Engineering and Technology, Nanded. Ours is an autonomous institute and autonomous since 2004. It is one of the leading institutes in Maharashtra. And we are very happy to be part of this industry academia roundtable on business opportunities in defense related sector. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Ms. Manisha. Ms. Manisha, are we audible to you? Okay. Usha ji. Ms. Usha Kamble. Okay. So.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes. Please go ahead.
I have joined this program. I am I am Usha Kamble from SDGS College of Engineering and Technology, Institute of Engineering and Technology. I am associate professor in electronics department.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So this program is organized by MAGIC, Marathwada Accelerator for Growth and Incubation Council, in association with IDEX, Sai IIT Bombay, and co-hosted by MIT Aurangabad. So from MAGIC, we have our director, Mr. Ashish Garde, who joined us virtually. Ashish ji, the first thing over to you, just to give us the glimpse of the MAGIC.
Yeah, welcome for this outreach activity for DISC 9. As most of you know, MAGIC is like partner incubator for IDEX, and we are promoting these DISC challenges. The DISC 9 challenge is for cyber security related problem statements shared by various entities, and MAGIC is actively promoting all defense related challenges which are like initiated by IDEX. And I'm sure today's roundtable, wherein we have industry representatives as well as academic institutions from various parts of Maharashtra, prominently from Marathwada region. This conversation will be of immense value as we'll come to know more about IDEX as well as the DISC-9 challenges. Over to you, Nikhil.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the opening remarks. So now we have two delegates who joined us in person in this MIT campus. So I request them to introduce them one by one. So starting with Dilip Deshpande ji.
Yeah, I'm Dilip Deshpande. I'm the director at Cloud of Technologies Private Limited. Basically, we are into 3D printing. That is what is normally called as additive manufacturing. And we are into designing. We design and develop prototypes, and we are our major vendors are in automobile and automation here in Aurangabad. And in addition to that, I am an adjunct faculty at East Engineering College, Roundtable. I am a software trainer and mentor as well as, and I'm teaching from first year engineering college up to final engineering. Campus to corporate is by agenda, wherein basically the students are screened in various dimensions and at various levels. First is aptitude, second is group discussion, and the third is personal interview. So basically, most of the candidates they are dropped out at second, where actually group discussion round, which is a very difficult round, which is not a difficult round, but for students it's a more of a ghost round because they themselves have created their own domain. So that because basically it is more of conversation, communication, leadership, and the confidence level. And most of the students they are failed in this round, and very few are passed on to the final round, and they are selected by the campus interview. So that is the basic agenda of what I am into at PE College. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So we have with us Mihir Vaidya, who is representing the CIS Young Indians Aurangabad division. Mihir, over to you.
Good morning to all of you. First of all, thank you for inviting me over here. So I'm Mihir Vaidya. Basically, I'm a second generation entrepreneur. I'm director at Shri Ganesh Press and Coat Industries. So we are catering automobile OEMs and electrical control panel industries. We have got plants in Aurangabad and Ahmednagar. It's been 6 years I have joined the business. Apart from that, as Nikhil said, I'm leading the innovation vertical for Young Indians for the Western region, which encompasses of 5 states. So that's all pretty much about me. I'm looking forward to interact and get introduced to all of the members present over here. Thank you.
I just wanted to add one more. We are in this magic. Aurangabad is handholding for ground up technology, and we have reached to this level. That is because of CMI and Magic Aurangabad. Thank you, Magic.
Thank you, sir. We have a few senior faculty joining from Devgiri College. So, what do you?
Morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Deepak Magar. I'm head of workshop in Mechanical Engineering Department, Devgiri Institute of Engineering and Management Studies. I'm coordinating one program which we have started just a few months back, that is industrial mentorship, and I'm in charge for the incubation center which we just have started in the RX. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We have senior faculty joined from the co-host institutions MIT. So one by one, sir, please introduce yourself.
Good morning. I'm Rajendra Gaitya. I'm from ETC department. I'm having 20 years experience, and now I'm looking for the different activities of the project and innovation in ETC department.
Thank you, madam.
Good morning. I'm Sarna working in computer science engineering department, and I'm working as an associate professor. And I'm looking after the project.
Thank you. Ma'am.
Good morning. I am Dr. Smita Kasa. Presently, I am leading the Department of Computer Science and Engineering in MIT.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, all. My name is Praveen Mahari. I'm from Devgiri Engineering College. I'm assistant professor from last 10 years over here. And I'm also looking for training and placement for CEC.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Deepa Jimadi from Emerging Science Technology Department from MIT. and I'm having 20 years of experience. I'm also looking for the different activities conducted in the department.
Thank you. Thank you. So quickly, we have just with us now the Mahatma Gandhi National Fellow of Aurangabad District, Mr. Amol. Amol, please introduce.
Good morning, all. My name is Amol. I'm working here as a Mahatma Gandhi Effective at the Ministry of Skill Development Government of India.
Thank you. Sir, please.
Good morning, all. Myself, Management Skill Development Coordinator from Maharashtra State Skill Development.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. We have with us Mr. Anand Deshkar, who just joined us, and he is representing the Laghu Udyog Bharati of Aurangabad region. Also, we have one of our startups, Mr. Bhushan. Please introduce yourself in brief.
Yeah, myself Bhushan Umakant Joshi. I'm a founder of Kodak Media Coding Labs. You like to private limited is like Mumbai. We are working in the field of augmented reality. At the same time, we are conducting some sort of workshop so that teachers can get a brief idea about our software, and KodakMedia.com is our web application.
Thank you. Thank you all for introducing yourself. Now we'll start the session. The first session of our first keynote speaker is Kriti Taneja. So before her session, I'll just introduce herself. So Kriti Taneja is currently working as a Deputy Program Director and Partnership Lead in IDEX. So IDEX stands for Innovation for Defense Excellence. It's an organization initiated by Defense Innovation Organization, Ministry of Defense and Defense Production, Government of India. She is having total 14 years of experience, and for last 10 years, her work is completely focused on engaging with the government, public agencies, industry, and investors to grow and develop the vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem. She has an experience of implementing the national and global programs, policy programs, and creation of the different networking platforms, and to lead them with an external engagement group. So as she is working with an IDEX, her major functionality is towards making an outreach, facilitating the startups as well as the partner incubators, and leading the major activities. So, Kriti, I hope this was a very brief and crisp introduction of yours. Over to you. I'll just start sharing my screen.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll just wait for the screen to come up. And thank you for having this outreach session for IDEX. Cybersecurity is really, the new hot word which is around. And this also, gives us the added advantage of having the commercially available solutions, outside the traditional definition of defense. So this one we are really excited about for having a lot of participation.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. So basically, I don't know how many of you are actually aware of IDEX or present on this conference, but I'll just quickly take you through why was IDEX built, the idea behind it, and the objectives that we have, overall for the organization. So basically, traditionally, as you're aware, that the defense ecosystem and the startup ecosystem did not have a direct line of communication which was open for taking each other feedback, or for reaching out for product development and procurement. Traditionally, defense is infamously known for taking a lot of time for giving out procurement orders. So IDEX basically was made to bridge the gap of everything that as I've said, existed before the creation. So the main objective is for IDEX is to facilitate the rapid development of new, not only indigenized but also innovative technologies. Our objective is to create a culture of engagement and empower our startup ecosystem to deliver and ultimately be able to achieve the goal of Atmanirbharta in defense. So IDEX was created as part of DIO, which is a Section 8 company under DDP. Next slide, please. So, this is the need identification which I spoke about. Why is that we need IDEX? We also need to, enable our startup ecosystem to be able to solve those challenges which have been thrown by the defense ecosystem. So what we did is there are three mode of applications that the startups can, participate in the program. There's a DISC, there's a Prime, and OC, Open Challenge. So DISC and OC attract a funding of up to 1.5 crores from our end, and Prime is a larger scope of work under which we give up to 10 crores of funding. Currently, the cybersecurity DISC, which is open, uh, is for 1.5 CR, and there's also an open challenge which is open alongside for cybersecurity, which also attracts 1.5 crores. I'll tell you the differences between the two a little bit later in the presentation of what I mean by DISC and what I mean by OC. The footprint of IDEX, which is present, is that we've till date launched, excluding the cybersecurity, we've launched 8 discs and 6 OCs, through which we have, declared around 300 plus winners. We also have been able to develop a very rugged due diligence process, which is both heavy in terms of due diligence, but is also a fast-tracked procedure. So till date, we've received about 7,000, applications under the 8 discs and the 6 OCs that we have launched. We also started traditionally with the 3 forces, which is Army, Navy, and Indian Air Force. But just to validate that the trust we've been gaining through the nodal agencies over IDEX and its delivery system, we have now expanded to more than 20 nodal agencies that we partner with, which includes all major DPSUs and the latest edition being I4C from MHA. We also truly understand that, now we have launched in 2018, and it's been quite some time, and our startups are growing at an accelerated pace. So we very recently in Aero India have launched IDEX Investor Hub. This is open only for the startups or the MSMEs under the IDEX umbrella. And we've got MOU signed with about 9 investors with a pledge amount of 200 crores to be distributed. It's like a VC line of credit, if you would like to put it in that way, which is available to our winners through, of course, a channel of selection. And they can help them in not only the operational but also the infrastructure issues that they are facing. Till date, also we have our startups have proudly raised more than 400 crores, and there, of course, job generation is only a secondary thing that follows innovation. Next slide, please. So this is our workflow. This is where I would like to emphasize on the difference between DISC and OC. DISC is wherein we ask the forces or the nodal agencies to give us the problem statements. We curate those problem statements and launch it in form of either DISC and Prime, depending on the scope of the problem statement that is given. Apart from this, we also understand, say for example, we have 28 problem statements which have been launched in cybersecurity. We totally understand and agree that there's a plethora of problems which have not been covered within these 28 challenges. So what we do is we always keep an open challenge route, which is open for any innovator to apply in. So basically, on our website, I'll show you the screenshot later to for you to understand deeper that how do you apply for OC. So in open challenge, if you think that any of your ideas will be able to bridge the gap of the cybersecurity problems in defense system, please feel free to apply through that route. There is no discrimination between the selection criteria or the grant given. It's just 2 channels that we have opened for innovators to reach IDEX. Then, of course, it is followed by shortlisting through the partner incubators like Magic and IT Bombay, and that is here. We then select the winners through HPSCs, wherein the forces, nodal agencies, external experts, industry experts are present. And then there is just an announcement of winners and signing of contracts. So the entire, workflow is almost over in about 4 months, in which 2 months are for the application window itself. So it is pretty fast tracked. Next slide, please. So this is the advantage of IDEX that we've been able to build. We are really thankful to the partner incubators, the new ones like Magic and of course, Sign IIT Bombay being one of our older partner incubators who have really catered the need for IDEX to develop this huge mentoring and ecosystem wherein they do outreaches for us. They help our startups technically. They mentor them. They also financially help them with any advice or mentoring that they require. Our grant system, which is an IDEX portal based system, this is absolutely 100% paperless, and this not only helps us fast track the grant release, but also efficiently manage the release of the tranche. We absolutely understand that IP is a sensitive issue, and we are totally with the innovators on this. 100% of the IP lies with the innovator. IDEX or neither the PI is party to it. We also help showcase our startups. So we don't want defense or the forces to be the only line of business that the startups generate. So we also help startup showcase in national events and international events. Some of our marquee events are Aero India and Def Expo, which happens every alternative year. Through this, apart from all the footprint and the advantages that we list, there's nothing which really validates the success as if we don't talk about commercialization. So we proudly say that IDEX is now part of DAP 2020, meaning that if you're an IDEX winner and there is any product which the forces need to procure, there is we've done away with the traditional tendering process. Very recently, Indian Army used this IDEX enabled DAP procedure and gave an order. The first contract which was signed just about 2 weeks back for one of our winners. And apart from this usual procedure, we also help with AONs, which is acceptance of necessity. And we've already given AONs for 14 products spanning across 17 startups with a total worth of up to 400 crores. Next slide, please. So this is the IDEX partner chart. There are 19 of the partners that we currently have, which I've already told the advantages that we feel we have through the partners. Next slide, please. If you could just play this video, this is the DIS9 video, which talks about the challenges that we have thrown. Nikhil, it's not audible, at least to me. I'm not sure if it is audible to rest of the audience.
By Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi in 2018. IDEX, a pioneer in innovating and developing cutting-edge technologies for armed forces in land, sea, and sky. IDEX has built a strong innovation ecosystem in the defense sector. It is now expanding its ambit to tackle national security in the critical domains of space and cyber. With the new age of digitization, cybersecurity threats and challenges are not limited to the digital world, but have become a matter of national security. to mitigate the security risks and develop next-gen technologies. IDEX is launching cyber security themed DISC 9 with the aim to ensure confidentiality and integrity of data in systems. These challenges span over a wide range of advanced technology domains. Indian Army with 3 challenges. Indian Navy with 3 challenges. Indian Air Force with 7 challenges. Bharat Electronics Limited with 3 challenges. Mithani with 2 challenges. GRSE, MTL, BEML with 1 challenge each. Further strengthening the IDEX initiative, the Ministry of Home Affairs has also brought 7 challenges through the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. IDEX extends an open invitation to innovators, startups, and MSMEs to build a secure and resilient cyberspace for the nation. For more details, visit idex.gov.in.
Thank you, Nikhil. So back to the presentation, yeah. So I just wanted to also share with you the screenshots of our website so that you don't feel alienated when you put in an application. And that's how our homepage looks like. You need to click on IDEX challenges. It'll redirect you to the screen that we see below. The DIS 9 is apply now is if you want to apply in any of the 28 challenges which have been launched. And the open challenge route is wherein if you have an idea, as I said earlier, and you feel that it is related to cybersecurity, you can just drop down in the drop-down menu, select cybersecurity as your area of interest in cybersecurity for OC and put it in your application. Next slide, please. So we also have, made individual videos of these 28 challenges for you to understand exactly what the end user means by when he says that this is what he's wanting a solution for. Please feel free to go through each of them or the interested challenges that you are going to apply for. Next slide, please. So this is a form wherein, you can put in the details of your application. The same form is available for OC. The blue, this 9 is, if you click on that, it will help you download a PDF of all the 28 challenges which have been put up by various nodal agencies under cybersecurity. There are a lot of hygiene questions which are present, like category, name of the startup, and all the other details. But the points that I want to emphasize on here is the proposal. Of course, the proposal has to be definite and detailed. It not only should cover the technical aspect of it, but also cover the budget part. So, for example, the total product development budget is 3 crores, wherein you expect me to give a grant of 1.5, and you're going to raise the 1.5. You need to give me an understanding of how you're going to spend that 3 crores and from where are you going to bring the 1.5 that is the matching contribution bit. Next slide. Yeah, so apart from this, if there are any IDEX related queries, feel free to ask them to me right away. For the technical challenges query, in our homepage, again, there's a scroller that runs submit your queries on DIS 9 challenges. Basically, if you click on that, it'll again take you to a form wherein you can select the name of the challenge and the query. Please be very precise with what exactly the query is. Apart from this, what you can also do is tomorrow, Nikhil, if you could share the sessions details, the one I shared this morning with everybody who's attending. Basically, these are few of the technical sessions that we are holding with various nodal agencies for people to come and directly interact with the nodal officers and the end users who have thrown the challenge and get their queries resolved. That's it from my side. I would be open to question and answers.
Thanks, Preeti, for giving us the idea about the IDEX different challenges, the overview of the different challenges. We will take them in detail as the session proceeds. So, are there any quick questions to Preeti? We are going to have a Q&A session later as well. Are there any quick questions? Okay, fine. So now along with us we have Mr. Vijay Kumar Verma, who is an Assistant Vice President of Trajan Technology Private Limited from Aurangabad. So he has also recently joined us. So after Preeti's presentation, now we'll proceed for the second session. The keynote address will be given by Mrs. Rashmi Mahajani. So we'll just give the details about her. So Rashmi is currently working as a vice president about incubation.
Sorry to interject. If there are any IDEX related questions, I would be leaving in next 10 minutes, but of course I see Rashmi there. You could either post it to her. I mean, she's in and out. She knows about IDEX. In case there are very pressing questions that somebody wants to interact with me, request you to please take that before we move on to the next session. Sorry, Rashmi, to just keep you holding up for 10 more minutes.
No worries, no worries. So, Rashmi is here. So, video call. Fine, sir. Yeah. So, continuing the introduction of Rashmi, as I said, she is working as a vice president for incubation and programs at SAIL IIT Bombay. She is also heading the incubation team involved with identifying, screening, and mentoring technology for startups at SAIL. So, apart from the Ministry of Defense program for IDEX, she is also leading the activities of Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and Ministry of Power also. So, Rashmi, over to you.
Just I want to.
Yeah, please.
Actually, I am working for this IDEX challenges since last more than 6 months.
You have questions for Preeti?
Yeah.
Preeti, there is one question from Mr. Vijay Kumar Verma. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Preeti, actually, I'm working on this IDEX challenges since last 6 to 7 months. I've gone through your IDEX 5 and 6. I think are closed. 7th and 8th are open right now.
No, nothing is open except 9.
Except 9. But on website, 7th and 8th, some challenges are still pending.
Yeah, you can see the challenges, whatever we have posted till date, but you cannot apply.
Just one question was that there are some briefing is there on the IDEX. What is the challenge? How to go deep about that? To see, like Citizen Portal, there is a mentor person is available over there to whom we can contact. For IDEX challenges, how to contact, because there is some brief is given on that challenge. That this is a
Are you talking about this 9 challenge?
Okay, for the 9 challenges also. For the 9th one also.
For 9 challenge, there are 2 routes. Either you can look at the video which is there explaining in detail, or you can post a technical query on the form which is available, and you can join in the sessions which are happening across, wherein we are bringing in the nodal agencies to clarify your questions directly.
Okay. Thank you.
Preeti, are you trying to address these sessions which are going to happen tomorrow? Am I right?
Yes, if you could please just pass on the information. This is, of course, for all PIs to pass on the information to whomsoever has registered with them till date, so that we can help address the queries through the nodal agencies themselves.
Okay, Preeti, I'll do. So Vijay can share those details with you and along with the other participants.
So you are the coordinating for the challenge 9. IDEX 9. Am I right?
I mean, I am basically heading the MHA and the ICG group here at IDEX, but we're all coordinating for the this 9 challenge. Yeah.
Okay. So Kriti, thank you. So we'll start the session by Rashmi. Just a minute. So anyone from the online participants, if they can confirm whether the screen is visible or not. Suhalji?
Yes, it is visible, perfectly visible. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you maximized it?
Yeah, yeah.
I think only the PPT part. Yeah. Now you have to just say display settings and duplicate. Instead of swapping, you can use duplicate. Nikhil, are you there? Because we have lost you. Yeah. Now you are here. No problem.
Yeah. So now is it visible, sir?
Yes, it is full screen. Yes, you can go ahead.
Okay.
While hello, sorry.
Yes, yes.
It is full screen. You can go ahead. No
Yes,
problem.
yes.
But if madam comes near to the mic, it will be good because far end is not audible enough.
Should we stand?
Sure. Oh, please.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and good morning who are present online. My name is Rashmi Mahajani. I am part of SIGN team. SIGN stands for Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. The incubation center hosted by IIT Bombay. And I'm working with SIGN from last 5.5 years now almost. Initially working with the corporate, and now I started 5.5 years back in SIGN. I did my master's from IIT Bombay in Aerospace Engineering Department, and my BE is from Changi Watson College from in Electronics Engineering. So that's my background. I'll give you the brief introduction about SIGN. Some of you might be aware about incubation center at IIT Bombay, but for those who are not aware, I'll just give you an overview of what we do at an incubation center. We started our journey in 2004. Before that, we were working in a pilot mode 2000 to 2004. We just started with a couple of staff members and some alumni. It was the initiative of IIT alumni who thought at that point of time about the startup. Like there was no buzzword, there was no ecosystem present for the startup. But that time they took the initiative, they invested some money, and this organization started. Since then, being in IIT Bombay, our main focus is always on the intellectual property based startups. We do not generally integrate the startup towards e-commerce based or could be a marketplace, that kind of thing. When we onboard the startup, we see the three basic criteria. One is, of course, the economic growth, what everyone will wish for. The second one is the social impact. So the startups, not the NGOs or not-for-profit organization, a profit organization, but which is working on the social cause. And then the third one is the strategic value. So at that point of time, when we started, we had that in mind that even though the company is not as per the definition of startup of exponential growth, if the company has some working with something which is of national importance, we have incubated them. We have companies in the defense domain right in 2005, 2006, when the getting into defense procurement was difficult, everybody knows, right? So we had these companies which are of strategic value. And now we are in the scale up mode. We are in the phase of getting into Science 2.0. So what we do at Science, basically we offer the support for two startups from pre-incubation to incubation and then acceleration, and we have some partnership programs also. I'll just give brief as we go along. In a nutshell, what we offer to the startup. So we cater to all stages of the life cycle of startups. So right from infrastructure, then we have some office space, co-working space at IIT Bombay. We are now moving to a new building where we are getting almost 5x space for our startups. Then we have fundings, grant fundings, then seed funds, angel network, and well connected with the VCs, banks. We do have our in-house mentors as well as we are connected with the external mentors, technical mentors, business mentors. Being in IIT Bombay, we have the privilege of having technical expertise inside the campus. Then we do have, over the years, we have built up our own pool of service providers in IT finance. We are also connected with the international organization and we run some programs with international organizations. Like Switzerland, we have a program of AIT, which was the bootcamp training program for the early stage innovators in India as well as in Switzerland. So the 10 startups from Switzerland used to come here for bootcamp. They understand Indian market, and our startups used to go there for understanding their ecosystem. We have some other programs with Canada and Taiwan government as well. Then we have networking opportunity for startups, so through startups who are ready for pitching or investment rather. So we do train them for switching, we connect them with the mentors, industry. We give them the visibility by the demo days and events, media. Also, we have connections with the manufacturers and designers, etc. So this is overall in a nutshell what we offer to our startups. In terms of funding support for the early stage startups, we have grants, PIR, and fellowship grants as well as the prototyping grants. The grant is up to 50 lakhs, which is from the different government entities. We have DSPs, PIR, and grant program. We have MAKES, PIR, and grant program. We do have BILAC grant program, and now this IDEX. This is again a grant program, but at a different level. Then we have incubation where we give the support to startup in terms of funding, in terms of CSR grant, in terms of mentorship. That is the period of 3 years where we give the incubation support to the startup. Pre-incubation, incubation, and then acceleration program. So different programs at different stages of the startup. These are some numbers we have supported till now about 8 startups. 1,000 plus innovators. These are the actual startup associated programs that are actually integrated startups. Currently, we are associated with 7 companies, 91 graduated. Of course, we do have our own share of failures. 48 companies have been quoted. There are different reasons for both and 12 have been acquired. So every single rupee which Science has invested in the startup, the external funding is 5 startup is 180. So 1:188 is the ratio of the funding which we invested. IP generated, employment generated. Being in IIT Bombay, we are sector agnostic. We cater to all the different sectors. Till 2013-14, it was focused specifically only for IIT Bombay linkage, IIT Bombay technology, IIT Bombay faculty staff. But after 2013-14, we are open pan India. So we received applications from outside IIT also. But what we do is that we try to connect them with the IIT faculty members so that there is a engagement with IIT Bombay as well as a technical expertise. And we also get to know whether the company is progressing technically and also the validation of the faculty members. So that's a big support for us. So as I said, the IIT Bombay ecosystem, it's an institute of national importance. Then we have students, bodies on the campus which foster the incubation on the entrepreneurship inside the campus. We do have different application-oriented centers focused on different domains. Be it the healthcare domain, we have VETIC, we have WRCB Badwani lab in the campus, we have data center focused on the social domain. So different centers focusing on different applied centers, different domains, focus areas. This becomes a pipeline for our incubation. So we work on their idea, come with the kind of POC, not even prototype, I would say POC, and then they become incubators of science. So through this entire ecosystem of IIT Bombay, we generate our own pipeline for startups. And then we have, as I said, startup associations and international connections. So IIT Bombay Association, which I just mentioned about that. We do have our own school of entrepreneurship on the campus, which gives a formal teaching or formal courses for the startups. For the innovators, early stage innovators, graduate students, and this becomes again a pipeline for us. So in IDEX, specifically for this particular program, what we do as a partner incubator. So as I mentioned, it is a hotspot for deep tech innovation. So wherever the startup is onboarded with sign under IDEX, we affiliate with them with one of the faculty members who is expert in their domain. Who can give the suggestions, you can understand their bottleneck, the mentoring, and we also do the progress review of the startup, whether the project is progressing well or not. So on technological, technical feasibility part, we are highly dependent on our faculty members. We have different centers who are specifically working on defense technologies, defense domain. We also have a center for machine intelligence and data science at IIT Bombay C-Minds, which is into security and AI domain. We have faculty members working with different projects from the defense PhDs and agencies. Main advantage of being in IIT Bombay is the talent of students. The students work as intern for the startups. So that's an added advantage. Then we have our own prototyping lab in Surrey, and also high-end equipment and infrastructure that are available at IIT Bombay that can be facilitated or leveraged by these startups. Then business connections, mentors, investor connects, and therefore I'm happy to share that in the last 1 year, with our efforts and also with the DIO support, we are able to close 2 deals with the investors. Companies have raised funds with the investors under IDEX, not other. So there are many, but in IDEX company we have closed it, and there are a couple of more with the serious discussions. And the biggest advantage of being in the incubation center is the peer-to-peer learning. Our alumni, sign alumni, IIT Bombay alumni, they come forward, they support the startups, and that first-hand experience always helps our startups. These are some of the glimpses of the facilities which are there at sign. The sign facility. Of course, we have support from different institutes. Pilot is Haiti and then Ministry of Power Defense. We work with FSINS, we work with Spine, that's the DMC's incubation center and DSTFN. So some of the corporate partnership, we are engaged with the corporates on different levels. One is the corporate mentorship, could be a funding support, could be some other accelerator programs. So different mode of engagement we are working with the corporates. So some of the success stories which I would like to share is that one is the GupShup, which is the AI-powered conversational messaging platform. This is a very early stage companies, somewhere in 2006 or something. And this company has become a unicorn now. So this is the first company in any academic institute coming out of academic institute and becoming a unicorn. This is the first company in India. Then we have IdeaPort, as I mentioned. We also work with this companies which are in the strategic, which are of strategic importance. So IdeaPort is always it is working with the defense, and now they are working with the railways. They provide customized focused UAV systems, and they have more than 2,70,000 customer missions they have completed till now. And this is a big growing company for us, flagship company of Sign. We have a couple of other companies. Atterberg is into GVC technology, 60% energy saving fans. This idea coach and then Berkshire and then Sedimac, all these companies are from IIT Bombay. These are the faculty driven companies, or some of them they are student companies. Um, these are some of the current companies where I can highlight the values which are added by Sign. One is first I mentioned about the ImmunoAct. ImmunoAct is the first indigenous CAR T cell therapy which is in the healthcare domain. They have already completed 15 human trials till now, and the ongoing they have planned another 15, and till now they have raised 55 CR and 2 CR of grant funding. This is a company where this technique is not available in India. The cost of this technique to treat the cancer is somewhere around 25 to 30 CR in if you go outside. But they are planning to bring this technique to India, which will be probably available in the range of 30 to 35 lakhs to the Indian citizens. So this is the company which we are currently incubated. We have currently incubated. Then another one is All in Call company. This is the IIT Bombay student who started the company in 4th year of engineering. We supported him initially with the EIR grant, which is just 3.6 lakhs. But then he showed some progress. We incubated him. It is a typical example of pre-incubation, then incubation. Then his first client was SBI, and now the company has been acquired by Exodal Group. Then the third company is A-Stack Analytics, which is again into healthcare domain company, which is genomics technology, which is supporting. Now they are working with BLC for the paid pilot, and they are connected with different hospitals now. They were also working with the municipality for during the COVID to find out the focus area where the COVID, the intensity of the COVID. So these are some of the current companies where we have added some value in terms of brand, in terms of mentoring, in terms of say strategic connections, in terms of getting them the clients. So all these kind of support which we offer at an incubator level. Some of our IDEX Spark grantees from the previous cycle. Cycom is one of the Pune-based companies, it's a SME. They are the winners of this EN5. This three project is almost now towards closure. They will be completing the project and hand over the node agency for customer trials somewhere in April 2023. And the fifth project they have started recently. Then we have another company which is QNU, which is into quantum computing, and they have completed their project and hand it over for the customer trials to the node agency. Then we have Zeus Numerics, which is again an IIT Bombay company, which is based out of Pune. It's a SME now, and they are a few of our early stage. One of our early stage companies, which was initially from beginning they are working with the defense, and this 4 is almost towards the end of their project in the best 4, and this 5 they have started recently. So these are the different domain companies which have been onboarded under IDEX. These are the recent companies from this 7 last couple of cycles. Vasundhara Biotech is he is working this is again a young entrepreneur from Pune. He is working on AI-based shift recognition software using image processing. Then we have this 8. We have our own professor from IIT Bombay. The company name is Inspacity, and it is into space-based domain. So he has recently won the challenge. Then as Niti was talking about the open challenges, this is one of the winners from Open Challenge. It is into healthcare domain. So he is developing a skin spray gun for skin grafts in case of major burns. So he identified that there could be a use case for defense, because defense is also working with the burns cases. They have the and fast recovery is required. So airports are identified as a use case and we have given them the grant for this particular product. It is into the product development and clinical validation. It is now into the clinical validation stage, that company. Um, we have few companies which are in the cyber tech, specifically this cycle is for cyber security. So these are the companies, Safe Security, the old company of Sign that they have already expanded into the global market. They have first investor was from John Chambers. They have raised some funds and employment generated is 400 plus. Other two companies are the recent companies. They are still working on the product and in a customer trial paid pilot stage. So one of them is a enterprise messaging platform for sensitive communications. This is using quantum technology. And then the other company is developing specialized business technology for computer forensic data acquisition hardware. So they are developing a hardware which will be helpful for the forensic, digital forensic. And they are in the process of pilots now doing the customer trials and developing some more features. So this is Sign team. This is about 30, currently now 33 people having different domain experiences, expertise, and we do in-house mentoring also to our startups. So this is all about Sign. I thought I will just give a brief overview about Sign, what we do. I saw one innovator here, so I thought we will just give a brief about Sign also. And some people are from incubation and innovation domain, so I thought we will just give a brief about Sign. So this is about Sign. This is
Thanks, Rashmi, for giving the detailed presentation about this Sign along with the case studies of yours related to the IDEX. So, in total, how many companies you are currently incubating or till date you have incubated in IDEX?
in IDEX, I think on paper I have around 27, 28, but there are 3, 4 more in the pipeline whose agreement is not yet signed, but they are in the process. Around 30, I was 31.
Okay, okay. So,
When you can give the list of the issues of the problem statement where you are having this working. So that if we are having something, then we can accordingly to
The issue in the problem.
problem statement or the work which your IT people are doing. Then we can get at this.
So we have our own website,
Okay.
and IT Motion, where all our companies, their website, everything.
Okay.
Our partners, our mentors, everything is there on our website. And specifically, IDEX, we have list of the companies under IDEX, but not specifically the problem statements and all that. And you can find on the IDEX website. I think the IDEX website gives the list of the winners.
Yeah, that's our.
Nikhil, one more thing. In fact, Ground Up Technologies Private Limited was generated at IIT Bombay when my son was pursuing his internship in IIT Bombay. He was into nanotechnology, that is materials, and we were working with Dr. Sharma and all, Dr. Sharma. So the idea, it was germinated at the soil of IIT Bombay. And finally, when he was back in, Chennai, there it was fertilized. But the idea was picked up from IIT Bombay.
Great, great, great. So, thank you. So, now, what I'll do is, as we have a query also, and we have the industry association people as well. So, what we'll do, we'll make you a journey towards all of the 28 problem statements and the different sort of organizations which actually put up this problem statement for the public domain and the innovators as well as SME to participate. Through an online mode, we have Mr. Patel, who is the General Manager of IGDR, Indo General Tool Room, from the Aurangabad itself. Welcome, sir. Am I audible? India's issues. So, Hashi, is the screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So, if you see, these are the 9 agencies which has given these problem statement. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Visible.
Yeah. So if you see, Indian Army has given the 3 problem statements, Indian Navy 3, Indian Air Force 7, Mishra Dhatu Nigam Limited. It's a DPSU by the name of Madini. Short form is Madini. They have given the 2. The next 3 organizations, the DPSUs, Garden Reach Shipbuilder Engineers, Bharat Earth Movers, and Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders. They have given the 1 problem statement each. Bharat Electronics Limited, they have given the 3 problem statements, and then Ministry of Home Affairs, Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, I4C, they have given these 7 problem statements. So, idea to give you the walkthrough to this problem statement is to just to understand, because I think there was sort of misconception that is this as this problem statement has been given by these, let's say, Minister of Air Force. So all of the problem statements will be directly going to correlate with the aircraft. So it's not like that. Whatever the challenges they are facing in their day-to-day functioning as well. So those are also given here. So if you're able to see it. So Ashi, is it visible clearly? Or should I make it full screen?
No, it is visible, no problem. Yeah.
Okay. So if you see the Indian Army, which has given the 3 problem statement, the first problem is about the drone forensics. So it is from the industrial and commercial grade drones, so that they should be able to provide a support to the raw level data of a drone, like flight data extraction, physical storage, cloud storage. So this is the next level of drone forensics which they are expecting. Second problem statement, if you see now, it is more related to their own challenge about the website defacement detection and mobile app scanner. So this is the issue that they are facing, and they have given this as a cyber threat intelligence challenge domain. So they are expecting that it should have the different kind of detection, the website defacement detection, monitoring the website integrity, detect of any attack, app misconfiguration, SSL scanning, and port scanning. Then the third problem statement is related to the design and implementation of the graphical user interface based social media monitoring platform for intelligence and operations purpose. So this is one of the challenges which was faced by them. Next, Indian Navy, the problem statements, like you can see, the development of indigenous security and information, indigenous security information and event management solution based on the open source framework. Next, you will see they are expecting to have a development of an advanced open source framework sensitization tool facilitating the secure transfer of data between the multiple air gap networks. So though this the problem statement is from the Indian Navy, but this is the challenge that they are facing with them, and which is they have given to the innovators. Next is about autonomous AI based. So now that they actually integrate, expecting the integration of an artificial intelligence based threat detection and threat elimination engine to block the ransomware and zero-day attacks. So this is the day-to-day malfunctioning which is probably quite happening with these organizations. Indian Air Force, it is quite interesting. That's what I plan to share these problem statements with you. So if you'll see, first, that is okay, that they are expecting the multi-engine antivirus solution. So this is also a challenge faced by their day-to-day operations. Second, if you see, they are expecting of a creation of a browser plugin for Chrome and Firefox, which is able to detect the phishing mails and taking an appropriate action. So if you see, there are plenty of these solutions available in the market for this problem, right? But they are expecting an integrated solution specially designed for them. Whatever configurations they are having currently with them in their retail Air Force. So they are expecting a very customized solution. So the detail is already given to it. Then intelligent AI-based document management system. So you can see, though it said Air Force, but they are expecting a document management system. So there are multiple innovations available in the market, but they are expecting a customized solution for them. Then mitigating the risk of an unauthorized USB devices, a custom PC solution. So this is what we are doing by disabling the USB ports, let's say from the firmware or the BIOS, but they are expecting some higher end of solution or more secure solution. Then indigenous software to avoid unauthorized access to data from the smart devices. So nowadays we have the open source software systems in the mobile. So that's why there is a possibility of data threat. So they are expecting a solution for it. Then the development of a smartphone security solution and application. So if you see now this problem statement 12, it's observed as a more vague or more broad one. But if you go into the details of it, and if you have any more query, so as a partner incubator, Magic, Science IIT Bombay, or even the IDEX people, they have given, Kriti has shown you the portal. So you can put your queries over there. And anyway, by tomorrow, they are having a session, a whole day session for this different kind of DPSUs and different kind of organizations, which has given this problem statement. So if you have any query related to this, so by end of the day, we will circulate these problem statements to you, all the participants, so that if you will have any sort of questions to them, and we'll also share the links for joining for the tomorrow session, which will be going to happen virtually. Next problem statement, if you see innovative decision support system for analyzing the unstructured database. So an innovative decision support system. So as I think, ma'am, you are from computer science, right? So we have this decision support system multiple times available with us, right? Yeah. But they're expecting more customized solution and integrated solution for themselves. And they have also given some sort of description also in these definition challenges. The 14 number is from DPSU Mishra Dhatu Nigam Limited. So integration of GEM portal to ERP in compliance of a cyber security norms. Right? Then secure USB solutions. So if you see, one of the problem statements is colliding with each other. They are having the Ministry of Air Force is also expecting the unauthorized USB access. They are also expecting the solution. Then this Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineering Engineers Limited, they have given the implementing the Industry 4.0 shipyard without Wi-Fi connectivity, because Wi-Fi, the unsecured Wi-Fi's are giving majority of the issues while accessing the data or work connectivity. So without Wi-Fi, if there is any facilities available, if any solution can be proposed, so we can propose it. Next is BMEL Limited, Bharat Engineering Limited is giving a problem statement as automation of security, orchestration, automation, and response. Right? So if you see, they are expecting blocking of the malicious IPs which are entering into their system, because whenever it comes to a defense, it comes to a national security. So unauthorized access is not at all acceptable. And this line, as Rashmi also emphasized, Kriti also introduced, Ashish also said. So the 9th version is majorly, completely, not majorly, but completely focusing on the cyber security threats. Then Linux desktop in Windows environment. So as not only ma'am, but I think all of us know there are the facilities available. In Windows, we can install a wide software, or let's say the this kind of virtual box kind of or VMware platforms, and we can install Linux into it. But they are expecting more secure solution, right? So these are the solutions which are available directly in the market. But they are also opening up their hands, and it's very good thing. Whenever we are talking about DISC 9, so there are total 9 challenges. Yes, open challenges are also 3 to 4, right?
Yeah, then now what they do is that open challenges around the year.
Okay.
So every quarter or every 6 months, whenever they have enough applications, they do the scrutiny and send it to the relevant nodal agency. So depending on the nodal agency, they conduct the HPSC. So it's around the year process. They don't close it. That
Okay. So that's a good thing. The cyber security. So this is a time bound challenge, and OCs are the over the year they are happening. Then one of the agencies are also giving about the continuous discovery, analysis, remediation, monitoring of the cyber security vulnerability. So we have the plenty of the antivirus, we have plenty of the enterprise antivirus solutions, but these organizations, these DPSUs, they are facing challenges to them, and they cannot. It's not about affording. It's not say about affording, but they are expecting a customized solution, specially designed for them.
They are expecting customized solution.
Indigenous.
The main purpose of this entire initiative is to indigenize disease. So even when somebody applies and goes for HPSC, the main question the note agency asks is how much percentage of your solution is indigenous. If you are buying something from outside and just assembling, they are not accepting that solution. So main purpose, main motive why the government is flushing so much money to that to want the indigenous solution and the support later on. Main problem what they are facing there is that even if they buy the good quality product from outside, they are not getting the support. They are not getting the enough document. So there are some issues when they buy from outside. So that is the main reason why this program and why this entire efforts have been taken care by government.
Great. So, like, as you know, Magic is also been supported by Startup India Seed Fund Scheme. So, one of the startup approached to us for the Seed Fund Scheme for the and they have developed an AI and ML based antivirus solution. So, not from the Startup India Seed Fund, but this is a very good opportunity. This line is a very good opportunity for them. So, if you have, from the academic point of view, if you have the connects or if you can make this problem, if you can make your students aware of this problem statement. So, first of all, cybersecurity awareness will be done that these are the current challenges of the cybersecurity, or these are the current threats. Second, from the industry point of view, the industry and industry organization. So, you people can be the facilitator for giving the infrastructure, right? If anybody is developing the solution, and Magic being one of the partner incubator for Marathwada region. So that's why this meeting has been kept as a roundtable discussion just to take you people on one table and just to brainstorm about these kind of challenges. So I hope now it is clear. So when it comes to cyber security, so Air Force has nothing to do with the aircrafts. It also comes with their own challenges also, right? So these are the now these are the different challenges which are there. Now see, voice recognition software to mitigate the cyber fraud. So voice recognition software is day-to-day available right now, but to mitigate the cyber frauds, this is what they're looking. And we have the innovators. If you see from the academics point of view, what we're expecting is, on an average, let's say there are 60 students, right, in one batch last year. So 4 students का एक batch होता है, एक project कर रहे हैं. So you have 15 projects, right? So from these 15 projects, if anybody is coming with any sort of solutions, let's say students are doing the cyber security solutions, right? So if the industry is not there to adopt them, being an incubator, earlier to IDEX was if it was not there. So now this is the platform that student can go. And Rashmi, we can put a light on it, as sir has also said that there are few previous challenges also open, right? They were still open. Now it is not there. But the
Which challenges are those? You can, if you feel that you are solution that technical, you can apply it over time. So what happens is that there will be a big amount of orders. So whatever they have selected may not be successful also. Maybe the financials may not match. So if they will definitely consider. If they have got the even they have got the final winner, yeah, then also there is a possibility that they will come.
Because in this Aero show, Bangalore, where I have attended, there was a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
So there also I confirmed it. From the it's 6 to 7. Few of them are skilled. People are working on them.
Right.
Lot of players, lot of people suicide.
Some of the
If you are telling rightly that those whatever the services people might have put over there, that might be not sufficient to better their requirement.
Yeah.
So that's why they are.
Not approved.
Yeah.
What happens is that here they give just
No, exactly. There is a problem for going ahead and deeply working on that.
right.
Like the region portal, there is a specifically the name of the contact person is given where he can contact the person and he can get the problem statement. Like he was telling that note of the problem statement is very simple, but the expectation is not clear with the whatever the briefing that is being given over. The expectation is much deeper over there.
But they will not share understanding.
Yeah, I
So
should.
what they see is when you go for the presentation, what they see is what you have understood from this. Your understanding and your solution and your budget. Only these three are the important points for them. So if whatever you have, what they say is that if it is your duty to go around and find out with the user. They will not give you easy access right now because, of course, it is a confidential information that they cannot share. Once they onboard you, they sign an NDA, then only they will share it. The more details will come, and there will be a difference between what your understanding and the actual state. But if you have the capability, they just want to see whether the company is capable of solving the problem. Nobody has the ready solution. But if you have that capacity,
the benefit to user as well as developer will be that if the problem is identified with adequate test, okay, then both the parties are not wasting time. If you are not articulating it appropriately and adequately, that means on one hand, developer will go on going around in the rounds, wasting time, energy, money, and same will happen with the users there.
right? But here what has happened is that they cannot share the data.
Or what the procedure we adopted for that? Let's suppose there is a challenge for the airport, there is a challenge or MBA is there is a challenge. So now we are contacting with those guys and we are getting with people and able to listen that what is their field because those are the people who are really making the challenges. Out of that, these are put over there. So that is the only way which we look out that how can move more deeper to with them and we can come closer to them.
Right. That's the way I mean.
Because we have to discuss it from command rules, we have to discuss it from the captains. So like that's the way only it is left over to understand.
So Vijay, on the lighter note, what I can say is now there will be less possibility to contact those guys. You can contact us now.
Yeah, sure.
So that will encourage us to get more and more details from the IDEX so that we will get more and more services to the SMEs, organizations, startups, incubators in our nearby region. See, this is one of the problem statement from Ministry of Home Affairs. It is very much needed problem statement that to analyze the bank statements to assist in the cyber crime detection because the bank statements are with a very specific format, right? So because there are so many softwares which are extracting the knowledge out of that bank statement or even of our bank messages. So if a cyber threat or let's say cyber crime has been detected from those problem statements, from the bank statements, so that would be very beneficial for them to adopt and even given to the all banks as well, right? So this can be so if any innovator comes with a solution. So here I was saying like this problem statement is also very much needed one, though it has been initiated by Minister of Home Affairs to detect this cyber crime from the bank statements. Now it is required, right? Because from the debit and credit we won't be able to understand, right? But if any knowledge can be extracted, that let's say from any specific person. So we had
A pattern could be.
yeah, and we also heard about there are several cities or several villages which did the lots of the cyber crime to the phone calls and credit cards and everything. So that thing is very structured, that bank statement. So if anybody from let's say computer or non-computer, any software organization, if they are trying to analyze it and they can support a solution on this. So it will be very beneficial for both of the agencies for now, and later on it can be adopted by the banks as well, right? So these are the problems. Now the cryptocurrency, it is one of the major. I cannot say it's a threat, but it is still not much aware thing to the market also. So what is a cryptocurrency? What it does? But to understand, to analyze the cryptocurrency, they need a tool for it.
Even Nikhil, 20 years back, I have attended one program in Muscat. That was staged by American Express on credit card. They have discussed the same 20 years back. 20 years back, American Express.
Right.
So we are now discussing now, and that was being discussed 20 years back.
See, if you work on any fintech software, I have worked on it personally. What happens is your bank statement cannot give you any idea for any kind of a fraud because what bank statement is drawing is I have given a request for credit or debit. It's just processing that, it's handling that request. All the crime is lying behind that act. It is not preceding that. It is
So it's not bothering you.
Behind the screen, behind
Behind
the
the
screen.
scene. So what happens is you have no call. For example, where is the call data record? Where is the intersection record? Nothing all. No intersection is happening in between. You don't have that intelligence. So bank statement is a merely dumb thing. That will not reflect any intelligence, that will not give anything. So even to have a problem definition of this kind actually speaks a lot about not applying mind at it. We have to go behind as to where the whole thing is generated. Right? And even
That happens only at the source of the transaction, source of the transaction, not on the face of the bank statement.
even recently bank is actually bank is not involved at anywhere. What happens? I receive a call from somebody. I give my OTP out to someone, and that person logs in and gets the money transferred. So in a sense, bank is getting a valid instrument for transacting or facilitating transaction. Bank has given you two-part authentication, right? You are doing logging in, then you are doing OTP. Bank has got authenticated transaction. Now you will come and complain my transaction was not valid. This is a cyber crime. It's only post-factor that intervention can happen, not when the transaction is.
But how it happens sitting, suppose my bank account is here, but somebody else sitting in Singapore or Hong Kong, he hacks my bank.
Oh, so that's very simple. It's not very big. Because you are giving access in some way or the other, directly or indirectly. So many times we say our password, etc. And you are at the airport. When you log in at the airport, and the airport doesn't have adequate security, somebody can log into your phone and extract that data and make use of that data also. It's possible.
Madam will agree on it. Caches are very important. Caches are very important. And I think this is very right time.
Wi-Fi is, I think,
That's why-
very insecure whenever we are outside and it is not our home Wi-Fi or it is a multiple user Wi-Fi, it should never be used for web transactions.
So that's precaution one has to take for financial transactions.
Multiple users with the correct point.
Yes.
Even at the airport, everybody, traffic is always there.
So in the similar way, when they are having the Wi-Fi based system, because wired connection was not possible everywhere. So when they are having the Wi-Fi based solution, so as in computer we have this IP range, it completely defined for the ministry also, sorry, the defense also. But still there are threats are happening, like you said, unauthorized access can be possible. So VoIP, VPN networks are there.
Spoofing is always there.
Spoofing is always there. And I think 2-3 days back itself, our Honorable Prime Minister, when he was addressing the India Today conclave, India Act movement, there was a conclave, and there he mentioned that this is the right time. And now we are the third largest ecosystem for startups, and more importantly, we are the first ranked country from all over the world in terms of the fintech adoption, fintech solution adoption. So whosoever wants to deploy any fintech solution, they try on us, and we are very much eager to try it, right? And that's why these problems are also happening. But confining to the defense part, so if you see the last few problem statements are like this: phishing domains, URLs, the portable mobile forensic suite and cloud version. So now when the things are going on a cloud, so it can become more and more vulnerable, right? Then plug and play agent-based cybersecurity and compromising assessment and audit tool. So auditing, we have these PC audit tools available in market, open source are available. If they want to do it, like IT audits are happening, right? So if someone can design a tool, so that is the good thing. So cybersecurity and cyber investigation training courseware. So even they are thinking of this, so this can be a solution. See, so because aware something is also can be a kickstarting the solution. So this is what we are expecting from you people, is that if you can spread a word. So, we know that 24th of March is the last date for applying. But even if you can submit any bill, so they are also not expecting a detailed solution note, right? Right now.
No, but yes, and your understanding is more important.
Yeah. So if you can broadcast these problem statements to your students, even through, I must say here on the record that CII Young Indian Aurangabad team is doing fantastic job to reach out to the young innovators and to facilitate them in whichever capacity they can. And even if you can spread a word, thanks to the district skill development people also, as you came here. So many of the innovators directly come to you rather than coming to the Magic sign, because you are the government nodal agency for the region, right? So if anybody coming to you, please drive to them, to us, reach to them and try to find out. We have many of the innovators who are coming, I think in sign also. Sir, we don't have any innovation or any idea with us. So can you give any problem statement? So you can spread a word about this problem statement also, right? So though it's a time bound thing right now, but thing can be kickstarted. On a regular interval basis, we can definitely come together in all possible mode, physical, virtual mode. But this is what we are expecting at the first time, to have this kind of round table, so that the things can be made you aware of this. And I'm again emphasizing on this. By means of Indian Air Force, they are not expecting any aircraft-based solution for cybersecurity. So this is what the awareness which we wish to give it to you people. I expect Mini, if you can give us a light on if there are any expectations or any challenges related to this, or what you feel about this.
Basically, I think conducting this sort of event in college itself is I think first good thing you have done. I think these problem statements are can be doable by the students in the college itself. And
Yeah.
They need to give a proper exposure. There are few basic things which can be easily done. But I have one basic question, and maybe all experts can answer. I'm not an IT expert. Rather than focusing more on cyber security, crypto, and analysis, why can't we have our own email system? Because all defense data is on the clouds, which is handled by the Europe and US. Gmail, for example, most of the defense industry are using Gmail. So mails are circulated through all these sort of email IDs. So in a way, very secure data or very confidential data is in the hands of the other countries.
Yeah.
Why can't we have our own ecosystem wherein we can exchange emails through them and the data remains secure and confidential?
If you look at our email systems, even NIC, which is Government of India agency facilitating email transactions, I can show you hundreds of email IDs of the ministers and secretaries of ministries who are using Gmail services. Okay, the fact is that our NIC services are not dependable most of the time. When person joins in, they are not given those email ID addresses immediately. When they are transferred from one position, there are two quantities here. There's a position and there's a person. Suppose there's a collective email ID of Aurangabad, and there's a personal email ID of that particular person. Many times I may use my official ID on one hand through NIC, but I am also using in my personal capacity an email address for transacting information with others. So what happens is ultimately we have a country-wide reliable and dependable service, which is matching with their expectations. You won't really have a solution for that. And we have not been able to create in all of the last 25, 30 years a dependable, email service. Even catering with the government department, forget it anybody else. That's a fundamental problem. It's a systemic issue. And at our level, we don't have a capacity to discuss implementation. In fact, what we can do is this problem has been taken cognizance of, but never able to address by anyone. I think she would.
I would like to add that Megraj have also come up by NIC. That's a cloud initiative taken by Indian government. So we have almost all the data of which is of importance of Indian government and maybe different offices are also now going to be there on Megraj cloud. So no private clouds would be used for. And on Megraj cloud, we do have a lot of data which is also made available by the Indian government for research purposes. Like we all students or maybe PG students take up data from Kaggle, or if they want to test something on IP image processing. But that is also made available on Megraj. So like if someone interested, you can definitely check out with the Megraj cloud by NIC. And for WhatsApp also, government is going to come up with not even nowadays the WhatsApp is used by almost all the government officials. So they are coming up with an application called as Sandesh. So that will be up just as Megraj cloud is now in working. So Sandesh will also be working. So government officials will send the messages only to that Sandesh app, which will completely work like WhatsApp. This is what is the current what I have read about the government sending and receiving.
Actually, a really good initiative.
So this is already implemented by MD. Point is like to make it simple. Like you have two roles. One you are as a government official, and one you are an individual. So while you will use government machinery for government functioning, but many times I do exchange personally messages to each other. even in real capacity, which could be actually dealing with that confidential information at times. And that breach is a very, very difficult, and let you do something China has done, WeChat. You have no access to WeChat once you get out of China. You have WeChat access only as long as you are Chinese server. Okay, so unless you have a fortified system of that level and the scale, it doesn't really work out. Because individually you will always use a dependable service. If you see the government services is not that dependable, you will switch to Gmail or somebody else because you want things to be facilitated.
Okay. So, Vijay, I just want, apart from this DISC9, so though it is confined to the cybersecurity, uh, when we came together and when we have actually planned this idea doing in Aurangabad, what we thought is to have some sort of insight from the industry that what support system we currently have available as far as the defense is concerned. So that currently cybersecurity challenges are going on, but open challenges also come. Next year also more challenges to come. So which are the sectors which Aurangabad can support? The SMEs or the larger industries can support?
Uh, right now, what we are working with vision technology, we are getting associated with the because we are not a so large organization, so we are getting associated with the LNT Defense, Bharat Forge, and Mahindra. So they too have a different challenges for the orders that they are planning to get or the work they are already in working on that. So, like one of the challenge which we are having is that rubberization of the tracks. You might have seen we are manufacturer of the tracks. So we supply the tracks to the current all the excavators. So we supplied around 67 tracks to the Shilka tank. Okay. So that was the indigenous which we did, but definitely with the reverse engineering because that are the Russian tanks and we do not have any drawings or anything like that for that. So we did the reverse engineering for those tracks and we supplied to the Indian Army. Now the next challenge is for we are having what the army is asking for the rubberization of it. So now the compound of the rubber, which is required for a life of 500 hours. Okay. So that is the current challenge we are having. And I'm working on that. That how I can get a good solution, good partner who can develop a rubber which can be work for 500 hours. So this is just one of the examples which I am giving. So likewise, there are so many challenges with them. Now, now L&T has got a order for 100 beaches. So and there are so many offsets now available because when we have taken the Rafale, so after getting the Rafale, they are having the offset that they should get some indigenization. Now, for indigenization of those parts, maybe for the aerospace or maybe the ground equipment like that. So, for challenging those assets, if Aurangabad will come up and get associated with those people, definitely there will be good business for that. And next thing which we are looking for that ID's challenges, who are the winners of the ID's challenges or like so how we can get associated with them so that we can be at a larger larger picture for that. See, we are as an industry, we are photographers. So definitely, we would like to acquire or associate with those people can do a better business for them. That is
Great, great. Thank you, thank you. So we have Mr. Deshkar also from the Lagu Udyog Bharati. So, sir, by observing this disc line or whatever discussions we are having since last 1.5 hours, what is your feedback on it?
Yeah, what I think is the educational institutions need to play a bigger role. Because we have got people, young people with so many fantastic innovations that are there, but they don't know where to apply. And Magic will be a big bridge for them so that these people can come up there. I have seen the young people doing wonders. You know, in fact, whenever I have a problem, I go to any young person and ask him, because they are so much used to it and they can In fact, my 7-year-old granddaughter, she can do much faster, use of the mobile phone than I can do. If you look at the number of years I have put in and the number of years she has put in, it does not match. So important stage for all of us, industry as well as for the institution, is to come out of our shell and have the interaction. And this, I think, this is a very big step. Even IIT Bombay is already doing that in whatever their development area is there. You need to go out and come up with such sessions, not only in Aurangabad but other areas of Aurangabad as well. Yeah. And the Udyog Bharti here is a very important aspect in this sense. This is a what I can say, association of industries which has a pan-India presence. Now, most of the industry associations, like they have Marathwada or Aurangabad as their areas. But Laghu Bharti is everywhere. You go to a small town as Usmanabad or Dharasul now, it is there, and it is also available in Delhi. And we have got contacts right up to Delhi. So, what I am proposing for Magic specifically is to get associated with the market so that we can add your father here is the president of Global Bharti for Maharashtra right now. So that will be a very good association. So on behalf of Global Bharti, I am also extending the support to this.
Great. Thank you. So as I said, the objective was very simple, but though we are making an outreach of this VICNI. So we want people to know that from the Defense Ministry, there is a special scheme which is running for startups, innovators, SMEs, SME clusters, and Magic is there. So though we are catering our services primarily to the Marathwada, but we are having the pan India presence also. So we are expecting that you should spread a word about us, you should spread a word about these challenges, make the people aware that this sort of opportunities are also available. As far as I know, this is the largest funding scheme, right? Currently 1.5 crore. Ticket size.
No.
Then
It is not limited for 1.5 CR.
starting with
No.
then
You can, as per your, sorry. So it is not limited for 1.5 CR only. So whatever is the budget, and as per the budget, if it goes for 5 CR or 10 CR, if your projection is right, then with a specific interval, they use to give you. Okay.
So even though your project cost is 5 CR, they will be only 1.5 depending on the manage. And you cannot say that when my cost is 5 CR and you are only giving 1.5.
Oh, is this for this line?
No, it's for overall ideas. There are some
No, but-
projects under prime.
Prime.
Where the funding is up to 10.
Yeah.
But these are specific problems. For open challenge and for this other challenges, but there are other government schemes like you have this TDM, Technology Development Fund by DRDO. DRDO. There they give up to 10 CR or something. It's a project with funding available.
okay.
Nikhil, I would like to add something. I would like to just connect the dots what I spoke, Vijay sir and Vishkar sir spoke. So initially we conducted this event at MIT. So my request is if we can conduct this similar event at different colleges through various associations like Maya, Laghu Bharti, CMI. So it will spread the word among students.
Yeah.
And your question is how to develop a support system, training system. So first thing we have to start. So once the students start working on the problems, there are, I'm sure, plenty of industries in Aurangabad which will definitely come for the support of these students. So once they start working together, support system will automatically develop. I think someone has to start, and you have done a fantastic job of starting. So I request you, and I'm ready to help you on and I'm on board this. So if we can, take this event in various colleges, I'm sure at least 4 or 5 groups of students can come forward and start working on this problem. Industries will be ready to help.
I endorse the submission given by both of them because the young brain is in the college.
Yeah.
That is the time of germination. That is, you have to give them fertile land. So that you have to provide. And that how you will provide unless you visit to different colleges, form groups, read that, pick up the ideas, pick up the students, and then groom them. So obviously you will have multiple teams in multiple colleges. So definitely the idea will maybe the idea may crash at some point at time, but definitely you will know there are certain brains which are definitely cracking the or they are definitely coming out of the comfort zone. That is what is very important. Because everybody wants government job, but those days are gone. You will not get any government job, you will not get any white collar job. Those days are gone because that is all primitive uh, history. But what is important is pick up the right bread for the right slot. And how we have to connect it, how we have to groom it, how we have to push up to the board, that is magic incubation center. If you want me to assist, I am there.
Thank you, sir. So here we are reaching to the end of the today's session. So before ending up, Suhaji, any points to say from your end?
No, thank you very much for the comprehensive discussion and comprehensive things. I thank Sign also in giving their inputs in this regard. So just one small query is that is any way in biomedical technology related startups are also involved in this activity?
The question is for me.
Sir, can you repeat your question?
I'm just curious to know whether the biomedical related startups are also taking part in this activity, biomedical startups.
Challenge. Yes, you can. The biomedical startup also can apply if they feel that there is a use case for defense and any other industry that can come through open challenge. They have the open challenge option for this particular program I'm saying. But in general, BIDAC, that's the DBT Department of Biotechnology, they have the separate funding for only for healthcare, agri-tech domain and clean tech domain startup, where the funding is up to 50 lakhs of grant. So if the startup is
Yeah, so actually, if we can combine some problem in biomedical plus defense, so that kind of problem can go in this challenge, right?
not in this one, but open challenge.
Open challenge, okay. Fine.
So actually what we can do at Magic now, we have various activities, flagship activities we are doing. So we have an activities like Magic Head-On. So through that activity, as we are your institute is already our academic partner.
Yes.
We can frame these problem statements and we can throw these problem statements to the region, and then we will see how it can be distributed or given to the ministerial level. But at least through this forum, what we can do an initiative. So Ashish ji can put a thought on it that we can go ahead and we can frame out the problem statement, and we'll see if there are any local system available for support or innovators that can come in front to take part into it.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
We will have offline conversation regarding this.
Sure, sir. Sure.
No problem.
Thank you. So, Pun sir, Sahasrashmi Pun sir, he joined from Endurance Technologies Limited, Aurangabad. He is an IPR head over there. So, Pun sir, are you there? Hello.
Yeah, Nikhil, yes, I can.
Yeah. So, being an IP expert, and you have, as an IPR experts, have their magnitude all over the domains. So, any specific remarks to today's session as well as the DISC line?
No, really, it was a very interactive session on the different aspects, or I can say the different dimensions when we are talking about the innovation and the IP system. And really, that would be that would be kind of a great help all the stakeholders who are on the board for the today's deliberation. So that's my comment as far as today's session is concerned.
Thank you, sir. So we look forward to connect with you.
Yeah, sure, definitely. You are most welcome at any moment of time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Patil from IGTR, any closing remarks from your end? Patil, sir? You already informed me that he has some connectivity issues, audio connectivity. So if there are no more any deliberations with the online participants, we can come to the end of this session. Thank you. Yes, maybe any quick one. Yeah.
Of the problem, the same problem recently happened. Two of my friends, is working with the defense sector of government of India, is working at daily PSI. His account had his Insta account hacked by someone else. Under duplicate, his account hacked and someone produced his duplicate account. So on the same account with the same story, he used to send follow request to his friends and ask for money. So it happened to me also. I was studying in the library. He messaged me that I need some money. I told him that I will call you after some time. I called him and he told me that his account has been hacked. And same happened to one of my colleagues also. He's working at collector office here now. So how to tackle such kind of problem? Because such kind of problem can happen to any of us. And I would like to know from you that the toning that if some person is using exactly said that our friend is using. Exactly. Maybe I have some college. So first of all, you have to take screenshots of whatever the proof that you are having, and you have to immediately go to the cyber security department that we are having. We have to inform whatever the proofs that whatever we have collected, and accordingly send mail to the official that is Instagram account, that Instagram company. The only thing is that we should not save our passwords to the our mobile specifically.
साधं उत्तर आहे सोशल मीडियावर तू पैसे मागत असेल त्याला देऊ नका. सिंपल म्हणजे तुम्हाला ते लोक हॅक करणार आहेत, नवीन नवीन टेक्नॉलॉजी देणार आहेत.
बऱ्याचदा आपल्याला असं होतं की आपला प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये आपण ते ट्रान्सफर आणि
इरेस्पेक्टिव्ह ऑफ दॅट
फ्रेंड बरोबर कसं झालं त्याच्या मित्राने पैसे ट्रान्सफर पण केले.
आणि होतं काय माहिती का, टेक्नॉलॉजी इन्फ्लुएन्स व्हायच्या आधीच त्याच्या लूपहोल्स ट्रॅक होत होते. हाऊ टू ट्रॅक म्हणजे ते त्याच्यावर कसं
आधी कसं ट्रॅक करता आलं पाहिजे.
आधी लूपहोल्स ट्रॅक करतात की ही जी सिस्टम इन्फ्लुएन्स आहे त्याला कसं बायपासच मिळतात. त्या बायपास आधी बायपास आणि मग सिस्टम वर काय अप्लाय करतात.
सरांनी सांगितल्याप्रमाणे आपण नंतर कम्प्लीट करू शकतो. पण कम्प्लीट केल्यानंतर पण
कंप्लेंट केल्यावर तुमचे पैसे आता तुमचा वेळ जातो. कोणालाही समक्ष आल्याशिवाय पैसे देऊ नका. हा त्याच्यावर काय आहे.
Don't share your important things on social media. That's the best way to secure our data.
आणि एक्झॅक्टली टोनिंग आपण मेसेज मध्ये एखाद्या फ्रेंड बरोबर सेम टोनिंग म्हणजे जशी लँग्वेज यूज करतो सेम टोनिंग मध्ये
खूपदा लोक आय एम ॲट दिस रेस्टॉरंट, आय एम ॲट दिस युअर हाऊस डेफिनेटली गेट
स्क्रीन क्लिअरिंग टेक्नॉलॉजीज आहे. Even here in US streets, even they are using Marathi, Hindi also. Means they use the way we are using our Marathi and Hindi.
मेल अशी डायरेक्टरच्या ईमेल ऍड्रेस वरनं एक व्हेरिफिकेशन करता शेअर देअर आणि व्हाय विल डायरेक्टर आस्क मनी फ्रॉम द स्टुडंट्स देन ऑल द स्टुडंट्स
Sometimes it happens to corporate website also when we open the MSP website, any other website. The number of duplicate websites they are depending.
So I think we'll end up this current session. We have just walked through video from our co-host organization about their facility. So we'll visit that. So for online participants, Suhas ji, thank you so much. Usha ji, Dr.